Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay and this is my best friend Teddy, and today we're going to talk about gender.
Boy, girl, or somewhere in between. We all are part of one big family.
All right, this is the issue. This is what I've been talking about. There are some people that are concerned about gay activism, and they give the impression that all homosexual men and women are predators and they're out to seduce and rape your children. And yet you have homosexual predators, you have heterosexual predators. Let those be dealt with in every way that they need to be dealt with. Let us be aware of that. But that's not the major issue that I want to draw your attention to. The major issue is indoctrination. The major issue is that you have LGBT activists who believe it is important to indoctrinate little children with their values, with their viewpoints, and if it contradicts the parents' viewpoints, if it contradicts their moral values, if it contradicts their religious upbringing, so be it, because these kids need to be educated. Huffington Post reports an article. Here's how you can explain what queer means to kids. Queer isn't a thing, it's an idea. And it points to a YouTube channel, Queer Kid Stuff, where they're going to teach children the meaning of queer. Now, you're going to see in a moment how little the children are. The target audience, you're talking about impressionable little children who have no idea what gender is, who have no idea what sexuality is, who you have a little boy who, when he gets older, he wants to marry his mother. That's how much he knows. You have a little boy that if you tell him, boys like, ooh, it's a cooties. You have a little child, you don't dare talk to them about sexual things at those ages because they don't understand. You've got little kids that, playing with a doll is just as real to them as playing with another child. And they're the ones that are going to be indoctrinated. Look at some of the stuff that's coming after your kids on this very YouTube channel.
You can wear whatever you want, no matter if you're a boy or a girl.
But boys can't wear dresses, can they?
Well, why not? You should wear whatever clothes make you feel like the best version of yourself. It's the same for colors and toys, too. You can like whatever color or toy that makes you happy.
But Lindsay, I still don't know if I'm a boy or a girl.
Well, Teddy, did you know that some people aren't boys or girls? Some people are boys, some people are girls, and some people are people. There are also people who are trans or transgender. People who are trans do not identify with the gender doctors tell them they are when they are born. But we're going to talk about what it means to be trans in a later episode.
Okay, I think I understand, but all of this is a little confusing.
A little confusing? Are you kidding me? A little confusing. What a horror. Oh, I'm sure these people in their own way mean well and think they're being helpful. But this is absolute confusion, utterly destructive, and the worst thing that you want to be teaching little children. Teach little children, be nice to everybody, even if they're different. Yes, teach them that. Teach little children God made all of us, even the ones who are different. Yes, but do not lean into all types of confusion and indoctrination. Listen, I heard from a lifelong liberal psychologist who had counseled tens of thousands of gay men and transgender men and women when he was a psychologist practicing in San Francisco. And he said that when you start dressing kids up a certain way, a boy wearing a dress from his earliest days, it makes it much, much harder for him to change later and just plays into that kid's confusion. There are little kids who believe they're dogs and they're cats and they want to go around the house barking. What do? Put a leash on them or say, you're not a dog, you're not a cat. Johnny, you're not a girl. Janie, you're not a boy. This is the insanity that our culture is playing into, and this is why we have been telling you the kids are being indoctrinated. Here's another clip for the YouTube channel.
Then how can I tell who is what gender?
That's actually really easy, Teddy. All you have to do is ask someone what their pronoun is. A pronoun is the word you use to talk about someone when you don't use their name, like he for boy, she for girl, and some people use they. When you meet someone, just ask them what their pronoun is.
I like to use the new pronoun yowzer. I like to use the new pronoun Bowser. I like to use the pronoun be. I like to use the pronoun G. I like to say I am, they. Come on. Come on. Yes, there are kids who are confused. You help them out of your confusion rather than play into it. You say, yeah, but how many people are going to watch that YouTube channel? Well, let me tell you first that this is the kind of stuff that kids are learning in nursery school and elementary school, perhaps the very school where your kids go. If it's not a godly school or a solid public school, this could be exactly what they're already hearing and learning and being indoctrinated with. This is the type of stuff that's been advocated in curriculum for years that I and others have documented. But it's coming on TV as well for children. Here, Modern Family, Variety.com reports, Modern Family will feature transgender child actor. This Wednesday's Modern Family, so this is the last week of September, will include an openly transgender child actor. In the upcoming episode entitled A Stereotypical Day, parents Cameron Cam and Mitchell permit their daughter to have her transgender friend Tom over for a play date. So Tom is actually a girl who is a boy in this. And this is, of course, going to be celebrated, and this is going to lead into more confusion with children. If you care about children, stand up against this, make it clear to the stations that you will not support this, and do your best to educate your kids right and get involved in the schools. Hey, friends, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, click on one of the boxes on the screen, check out another one of our videos, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. You know, we discovered that about 60% of you that are watching our videos aren't subscribers, so subscribe today. Doesn't cost you a dime. And if you want to support our work, Line of Fire, and all the things that we do, follow one of the links on the screen below.